I will not speak the location aloud. Take this note. We will meet nearby, but I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire.
A single glance tells me you are a remarkable woman with the perfect mix of strength and grace to grab a crowd's imagination. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there.
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
We are looking for... Here we go, Scholar's Garden. Dang, another loading screen. Shucks.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. I should have seen it coming. I suspect that we share a similar strength.
What do I call you? Silk Fox or Princess Leon? I mean, obviously we gotta call her Silk Fox. I don't know why she's even asking.
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
Yeah, he is familiar because you're related.
Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist.
Okay. Doesn't matter what you believe. You didn't recognize him as family?
I was too young to know him. I was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire 20 years ago. Now it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
Yeah, destroying Death's Hand is a priority to me.
A wise decision. His hold over my father is nearly absolute. But if we could show conclusive evidence of his crimes, my father would have to listen. I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
I've been fighting Lotus Assassins. How do I infiltrate them?
We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are
Oh. I would be spotted, yeah.
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
Alright, let's get on with your plan. Let's just see how ridiculous it is.
There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion. Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
Alright. I mean, the Imperial Arena seems like more fun. The Inquisitor shit seems blah.
Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dongao is closer to the assassins than he should be. Unless you want me with you, I will wait at your flying machine. You travel with such interesting peasants. I'm sure I'll be entertained for hours.
Wow. Yeah, we'll send Sky back. He hasn't said anything interesting the whole time.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Well, am I still in the Scholar's Garden? Is there anything I can take around here? Oh, book stand. Physical universe. A rebuttal? I didn't get the regular statement first. Scholar Xiao Shang has once again missed the central point of the philosopher's argument. We do not wish to stall development, nor do we seek to stop people from learning. Philosophers see the work of the divine in the physical world and oppose those who defy tradition only because they find those customs inconvenient or outdated. Learning and respect for the past need not be mutually exclusive. We seek only to learn the way that does not dishonor the celestial beings that give us our very lives. Okay. Philosophers still kind of suck, though. What's all this about? I keep getting these configurations. Oh.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. And I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture. What? Huh, that's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there.
Okay.
If the Lotus Assassins wanted you dead, your life would be over before you even knew you were in danger.
That's a good point.
He already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
He must be the Inquisitor.
Your course is set. The Inquisitor will be waiting at your camp. Appease him, and you'll be on the road to appeasing me.
Alright, sure, whatever. I didn't get no credit for that either. Let's see if we can find either the guy with the tricky moves. Shit.
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please?
And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontlebottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow.
He sounds British for sure. Sir, your arrogance is astounding. We are a cultured people.
What's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you.
A woman?
A woman? Aye, yeah. Not sure what topsy cradle you fell from, but in my country a lady knows her place. Unless she's queen. The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this?
What does it deal with British people and these damn mustaches? You blind yourself with prejudice. I can prove you wrong.
Can you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you might impress me with a glimmer of intelligent insight. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments.
Sure.
I've gone to great pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. Can you convince me otherwise? I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner.
All right.
Whoever you wish. These five, standing here. I'm sure there will be a balance of opinion. The test must be fair. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready. Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
I mean, not everybody can hold up a gun and shoot a dude in the face.
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered.
All right. Yeah, this will be simple. Just agree with everything I say.
No, that would only prove his accusations that we cannot defend our culture on fair terms. We can't give in to that temptation.
All right.
Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire.
All right. What kind of arguments?
I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others.
Okay.
Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details, and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back, just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all.
Okay.
I wish you luck. I look forward to your defense of the Empire.
Ah, so you are the one who'll debate. Are you implying that I am predisposed to be weak in certain areas? I can't accept that. Scholars Zhao and Kai are easy to predict. Dismissing a weak argument gets their attention immediately and will spur them one way or another. Yes, make certain you are ready.
I greet you. My name is Scholar Kai, and I will be the fourth of 5 judges for the debate. I suggest you don't mess it up. Some arguments may win a judge's favor while turning another away. Vary your topics so that you don't end up manipulating the same judges over and over. I am always impartial, but some of my fellows are easy to goad into decisions if you know their tastes. The minister is particularly fond of confrontational arguments. Respond in a rage and you are sure to engage him. The Outlander uses flawed logic. Don't allow him to taint this forum of culture and intellect.
Alright, one more, and then I'll just...
Oh,
whatever.
this is exciting. I haven't given it much thought. I pictured myself as balanced, but some of the others are very specific in their tastes. Actually, you can sway scholars Kai and Gu by mocking your opponent. I don't care for it, but they seem to respond quite vigorously. Good luck.
Greetings to you. I am Scholar Hang, and I will be serving as the second of 5 judges for the debate. I look forward to honorable discourse. I'm sure the others agree that my tastes are balanced. The minister, however, is easily engaged by sympathetic pleas, as are scholars Zhao and Gu. I find their appreciation of such fawning to be distasteful, but that is one of the arguments they prefer. Good luck against the Outlander. He is a tenacious speaker.
Alright, I think I know enough. This whole situation is boring the hell out of me anyway.
Ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you?
Sure.
Good. Don't want to set you off your game, but I thought we should ensure that the process was more entertaining than a simple checklist of virtue. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed?
Yeah, I shall endeavor to enlighten you.
I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
Oh, thanks. Should have asked you for some pizza, too.
For what? Ask me for some what?
Pizza.
No, that's different place.
Sympathetic, please understand that true value transcends currency. Stance betrays the worship of gold. Laughable.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic.
Oh, okay.
I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you. Well, you are clearly in the minority,
can't do this.
but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic.
I'm failing
Shall
bad.
I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
You want to mess with your Play-Doh?
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? It's ridiculous, I say. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I say that you don't seem to
keep going
understand the
sympathetic for the
relationship
rest of the
between
time.
the ruling class and the peasantry. Your commoners are far too happy to be productive. A proper spiral of misery shows that they are doing a decent day's work. Your peasants only suffer because of foolish superstitions about the dead walking around. Well, a majority on your side,
why
but
we
the
keep the
debate is
majority
not
every
over
damn time?
yet. This will be the final topic. If you don't have a majority at the end of this round, you will have to admit that I have outdone you. A simple criticism, your ridiculous clothes. Not a decently puffed pair of trousers to be seen. I ask you, what have you done on the pantaloon front? And why do you remain so clean when any sane man knows the only way to keep devils of the dark at bay is to be brash and to carry the air of the earth? Bathing is bad for the humors as well. Do you people know nothing of maintaining your bile?
An attack about clothes, hardly worth of debate. Worthy of debate.
Well,
there we
it
go.
would seem that a majority of your fellows have decided your arguments were more persuasive. I expected no less. I could not expect a fair contest in the heart of your city. I was a fool to think otherwise. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field.
Okay. You're armed with explosives. That is hardly fair.
Puh, do you shrink from the challenge? This is how true leaders of the battlefield fight. Rise up or step aside.
If that is your wish, I will meet you in combat. I will teach you a lesson in proper respect, dog.
You have offended me, fool. So be it. You'll face my full wrath in the closest location with room for proper maneuvers. Mirabelle will sit you down.
That's the name of your gun?
The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of.
Yes, because you keep shooting them before you even engage them in the fight.
What? Good. Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You're about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
I was trying to dodge, man. Come on. Come on, you son of a bitch. After that long ass thing, I'll take my 300 XP. I should get more for beating you in that debate.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick. Within the rules you specified.
Otherwise, it wasn't
yes, old
fair.
boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I supposed I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honor I cannot deny.
Yeah, take your carcass and get out of here.
There's no need to shout. I'm sure my expulsion is part of some post-duel tradition of yours. Well, my country has one as well. To the victor goes the spoil.
Give me my money then.
I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
I don't want his weapon. Physical strength is a quality I am interested in. I'm interested with spiritual matters. I'll say, sure.
A manual of regimented conditioning will serve you well. Red meat, constitutionals, and union suit calisthenics. You're never so fit as when the johns are long. Right, first of all, fluff my travelling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
All right, glad that's over. Thank God, that was boring. Let's find that guy. I want to talk to any more of these scholars. Oh, we already ran through the whole thing? Alright, let's see what we got. That's his final words. Let's read this one. Long drought stands as the worst periods of Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. The sages predicted at least 3 more devastatingly dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into the hundreds of thousands. The Emperor's Sun High declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, green returned to the parched land and stability was restored. Okay. What does this one say? The world that we live in is not simplistic as philosopher Zhang would suggest in his treatise in the physical universe. His hypothesis regarding divine regulation of weather and seasons, though interesting, is nothing more than children's tales made overly complicated. Recent research, led by scholar Dong Gao, has proven that our seasons and weather are much more than the careless whims of distant celestial beings. Our universe is made up of very real, very tangible components that can be carefully quantified and qualified. Okay. Good for that. Now,